Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vanillaraccoon and welcome to the Division SMP. Now, in the previous episode, we went ahead and we got busy. If you would like to check out what it is that we've done, then go ahead and click or tap on the YouTube card that will be appearing in the top right corner of your screen, so that way you can be up to date with all the latest stuff that's been going on, at least from our small corner of the server. Now, in this episode, actually, wait a minute, hang on a second. I'm gonna go ahead and just properly clothe myself, so that way if I slip and fall, I don't have to worry about breaking my shins, and in the event that a skeleton comes around, then I can at least protect my chest. So, in this episode, we're going to relocate a few trees, then we're going to be doing some landscaping around the surrounding area, and then to top it all off, we're going to build a small storage unit. Now, when I say we're going to relocate a few trees, what I mean is, well, we're going to be taking our axe or our hatchet, whichever it is you call it. Feel free to let me know down below in the comment section what it is exactly you refer to these as. Do you call them an axe or do you call them a hatchet? I recently was playing with someone and they called it a hatchet, and I thought to myself, you know, I've heard that term before in modded Minecraft, but at the same time, I was like, you know, they're not too far off from calling that. But what I want to do is I want to begin to clear out the trees in this area so we can also begin to prepare the surrounding land for what's to come in the near future. And I don't want to dwell on the future too much. Well, not dwell on the future. I don't want to project into the future too much, and I also don't want to spill the beans in regards to what I have planned. A true magician will never reveal the tricks up his sleeve. Well, that's at least something that I heard, so I'm going to try and stick to that mindset. But we're also going to begin to remove the hedges like what you see right here, where we may have some type of a log that is encased with surrounding leaf blocks, and boom. So, oh, hey there, what you doing up there, a little log and the few leaf blocks? So one thing that I've noticed in this mod pack is that whenever we begin to not deforest the area, but just relocate trees and it's barren for a short amount of time, I've noticed that the insects tend to just stop spawning, or maybe they're like birds and they fly south for the winter. Maybe the insects are just flying south for the time being for whatever reason. I don't think we have seasons installed or at least available in this mod pack. To be honest, I haven't even really taken a good solid look at the mod list for the Builder's Forest Bundle mod pack. But in the event that you've downloaded this mod pack and you know more than I do, then don't be afraid to yell at me in the comments section whenever I done gone goofed up, or you know, feel free to shed some more information on a mod that we may be covering in an episode. So aside from just relocating the trees that we have in this area, we're also going to be clearing out, well, you know what? No. One thing that I like to do when at least I do some landscaping is, okay, I want to make sure there were no other blocks hanging up there like in the one tree that we momentarily took down. But like, one thing that I've done is whenever I do some landscaping and I take some GMOs, aka bone meal, and I just spread them around the area, I'll look for a common feature. Maybe in this case it would be the yellow dandelion, and wherever I see one at is where I'll just pick it and then in its place drop a cherry leaf block. That's kind of how I went about landscaping this area actually. So there's a nice little landscaping tip and trick for you in the event that you're like me and at times you may struggle with learning, well, not learning, you may just struggle with figuring out how and where you want to place certain stuff. And I guess the same can be said as well for when you're getting your build on. For example, sorry, I don't like to talk with my mouth full. But for example, whenever I was setting up these small little storage units, if you want to call them that, where we have a crafting chest table right beneath a basic drawer, 2x2 from the storage drawers mod, I was actually picking and choosing where a yellow dandelion was at, so then I can go ahead and just place it down. And I mean, yeah, that's a little calculative, but at the same time, it kind of looks a little random. If I hadn't mentioned that, or even if I hadn't even thought of doing that, then I'm pretty sure you and myself wouldn't even be able to tell that, oh yeah, I guess that does make sense to place it right there. It's just like it's sort of like a oh, he randomly placed it there, and okay, it does the job. It's conveniently placed, if you will. But what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to finish chopping down the trees in this area. I'm not going to chop down a lot of trees because I don't want to have to worry about relocating all of them to a new spot and forgetting to bring one of the trees with me to the new location in which we're going to be planting them at. So with that being said, I hope you have a fizzy beverage along with a healthy snack at the ready to consume. And let's begin this Let's Play. Alright, so once I had returned home from relocating a few trees, I noticed that we had 2 of these black swallowtail butterflies sitting within the house, and although I don't have any window panes or glass blocks or anything like that that could act as a proper window for the house, I at least just, you know, took some of the olive logs and placed them in there so that way we can have some pets and they can make themselves quite at home. Now, one thing that I learned off camera was that, let's go ahead and open up their hitboxes, is that for some reason, their hitboxes are 2 blocks tall, so that is the same as a player, as you can see right here. And when I had one of these butterflies sitting in the corner, I was trying to place a log down, and I was like, why can't I place it? And then I was like, let me check your hitboxes, and, well, that would explain it. So, oh, can I do this correctly here? Hang on a second, and a 3, 2, 1, boom! There we go, hitboxes are now hidden. So, see, I'm not sure why their hitboxes have to be that large. Can I please just get out of here? Oh my god, wow, this is a way to troll someone if I ever seen a way before. So, okay, come. Kids, look away for a moment. Okay, we can exit our house now. So, whilst I was returning from not landscaping, that's what we're about to do now during this act. Whilst I was returning home from relocating a few of our trees, an unwanted visitor had come around and he couldn't contain himself with being impressed with what we had done so far, so he kind of made a boo-boo in the ground. But nevertheless, I was able to repair it, and now I just have to relay the pathway, but I'm not going to do that with you on camera. What I am going to do, however, is a little bit of the landscaping work that I want to do. Now, in the 3rd and final act is when we're going to be getting our build on, and we're going to be building a small storage unit. The reason why is because, real quick, if we take a look, you'll see that we have these crafting chest table stations with basic drawers 2x2 on top of them, and although they're conveniently placed, I would like to have a proper storage unit, so that way I can just run to one area and grab what I need and then craft whatever I may need and then be on my merry little way. So instead of letting my house be just that, I want to go ahead and just extend this pathway down through here, and then in this open space right here is where we're going to be building that storage unit. Now, what I have in mind is I want this to look a little naturally generated. However, since we are going to be doing some landscaping work, it will look as if a player had come through and obviously taken his shovel or some other tool to the ground and begun to work his magic in doing landscaping work. But hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. So I want to create somewhat of a semicircle for this land right here. But if it turns out to be something of an oval shape, then I won't be upset with that. And let's go ahead, hold on a second here. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. I'm trying to remember exactly how one goes about making somewhat of a somewhat of a gradual curve in Minecraft. I do know that there is a website that you can turn to help you figure this out. If I remember to, I'll link it down in the description box so you can go ahead and check that out yourself, because if you're anything like me, then when it comes to doing this type of work in Minecraft, it can be a little frustrating because you'll think you're doing a decent job at it, and then once you take a step back and look at exactly what it is that you've done, you'll be like, oh wow, that looks a little happy chocolate ice cream emoji like. So but what I want to do is we're just gonna continue to extend this right here. I'm trying to mirror this, so what we have what we have on this side will look the same over here, but then again, I don't know if I really want that. So we're gonna go ahead and just do this, and now we're gonna create the outline going like that. So that's 3 2 2, and then we're gonna go 1 1 2 2. Okay, so 3 2 2 1 1 2 2. Hey there, little pooch. Apparently this little dog is from the Doggy Talents mod, and I have absolutely no idea what that is or what it does. I think that's something I would like to explore in a future episode, but until then, we're going to stick to our guns, and we're going to just begin to make our starter house have a few more starter structures and functions as well. But since you guys have the general idea as to what I'm going to be doing in regards to landscaping around the surrounding area, I'm going to finish this up off camera, and when I bring it back, we're going to begin to get our build on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anything that I got to say about a creeper explosion, it's that it's not always such a bummer thing to experience in Minecraft. The reason why I say that is because not only was I able to just quick and easily rebuild the pathway right here, but I also saw it as an opportunity to try and utilize some pieces from the Biomes of Plenty mod. So we have right here the clover patch, and then scattered about around it we have 2 small grass pieces, and then as we begin to walk along the pathway here, you'll see that we have some more foliage just laying about, and in my honest opinion, I think that's pretty cool, and it just adds to the atmosphere that there is a lot more life within the raccoon sanctuary than meets the eye. So let's go ahead and turn down here, and I'm just going to quickly walk around to show you what it is that I have done in regards to landscaping. Now, because I am a little pressed for time, I do not think that I'm going to be able to get my build on all the way in this episode, and in the event that I don't, then that's okay. We can just begin to finish things up in the next episode. Like I have always said in past Minecraft Let's Plays / series, is that just because you begin a project doesn't mean you have to see it through all the way to the end in one episode. It's okay to start something and then come back to it later on, so long as you actually do that. Now, what I want to do whilst I get my build on is I want to talk with you about what I'm going to be doing with this particular Minecraft series. Historically, I always try to produce a new Minecraft Let's Play series different than what I've done before. For example, one method, I would just pull up OBS, hit the record button, do whatever came to mind, say whatever came to mind, and that would be it. And for the most part, in retrospect, that was counterproductive, if anything at all, and I would just use a lot of fill-in words, and I would also just not get anything done. It was time well wasted. A second method that I had done was I would take some time to just write down some notes and then loosely touch on them throughout the episode, and eventually I found myself investing more time into doing that than actually creating content. Then there's the third method, which is the most recent one that I would do, and that is I would sit down and write a script to read off of. What? Oh my god, you can throw tomatoes in this mod pack. Today I learned you can throw tomatoes in the Builder's Forest Bundle mod pack. Oh, I can't wait for Uncle Zoy to get on the server. So, back to what I was saying. So, the most recent method, the third one, is that I would sit down and write a script for myself to read off of, or at least for the most part paraphrase. And like the second method, I found myself investing more time in doing that than actually creating content. So what I'm going to be doing for this Minecraft Let's Play is I'm just going to begin to get my build on and do some work on camera with you, but I'm also going to try and offer a little more thought-provoking topics of discussion, because not only am I creating content for your new home for entertainment, but I'm also now trying to let this be a hub for civil discussions to be held at, whether it be of Minecraft or something else within the gaming industry, or something that's going on in my life that I at least thought that I would share with you guys. Now, that doesn't mean you have to participate in these thought-provoking discussions in the comment section down below. But if you would like to, then just know that, you know, this community, at least my community, is one where we respect one another's opinions, and if we have a difference of opinion, then that's perfectly okay. Whatever I say may not float your boat or the person next to you's boat, and the same can be said vice versa. But at the end of the day, we're just here to enjoy content. We're also here to just have some conversations that could possibly teach someone something that we may not have considered or even thought to believe. But again, if you want to participate in that type of stuff, then cool beans. If not, then just I at least hope you enjoy the videos, and as always, be sure to drop a like and share the videos with your peeps. So this is what the general layout for our storage unit is going to look like, and at this time now, I'm going to leave it as it is. In the next episode, we're going to continue to work on it, and we're probably going to continue to work in this area so we can add a few more of these to the surrounding area, so that way we don't have to worry about cramming every little thing that we own into one tiny structure. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to drop a like, and if you are new to the channel, then I invite you to check out the rest of it. But do not forget to turn on notifications when subscribing. That way you will then be notified when future Minecraft and other gameplay content is uploaded from yours truly, Vanillaraccoon. I would like to wish you a happy day, and peace out.